from a stream, walking new tracks where there ain't nobody been. Deeper in the mountains and the sun will ever shine. I make a new trail, I leave you all behind. Drink from a stream, hunting for an elk in some woods I've never seen. I ate a handful of mushrooms sitting underneath the tree. The rain fell down for an hour on me. To the rising sun, made love in a meadow till the day was done. Watched a bear in the woods while the fog was setting in. I ain't never going back to the city again. No!
Afternoon, folks. Sean Antel here, Two Brothers Bushcraft. Thought I'd take this opportunity to come out and finish up a request video from last week that I'd started. Got down towards the end for the important part, and it got dark on me really fast, and it just didn't come out the way I was hoping. So thought I'd take this opportunity while I had the time to come out and finish it up today. What we're going to be doing is going over the contents of my haversack. Gentleman asked to see what I keep in here, so we're gonna go over that stuff. Absolutely beautiful winter Alaskan day here. Woke up to -16 this morning, and yeah, peaceful, quiet, and yeah. So we're gonna dive into this. I'm gonna readjust the camera so that we can get a good look at everything, and go through this, and then we'll get the video up. So thanks for joining me this afternoon, and we'll get right anyway, so what we have here is my hidden woodsman haversack. I've got it all patched up. I've got a Goonies hobo patch on here. Got a couple patches from my buddy Nathan Mayfield. A couple others here. I've added a couple of pouches to this thing, so I can expand on what I'm carrying. And I always have my trusty 2.5 cup stainless steel water cup with me. I have boiled more water, cooked more meals and stuff out of this cup than anything else I own. Anyway, we're going to dive into the contents of this thing and show you what I got in here. So for starters, right on top here, I have my trauma kit. Now, we're not going to get this thing all out and spread it all over the place out here today. We'll do that another day. But in here, I've got bandages, gloves, a tourniquet, all the good stuff you would need in a case of emergency. This was put together by my buddy Chris Dillingham from the Tundra Training Program. He teaches EMTs and that kind of stuff. We've got some wilderness first aid and wilderness survival classes coming up in February. And we'll get to put some of this to use. Next, I have my fire kit. This is a Maxpedition pouch. I got this from Fiddleback Outpost. And in here, I have various means and ways of starting fires, plus a few extras. So I have fat rope, brand new ferro rod. In this little canister right here, I have spare lighter fluid to go along with my Exotac Zippo. I also have stormproof matches. I have an auxiliary cutting tool. I have a candle. And I have a pair of pliers. Now, I know we were always discussing pliers, multi-tools, and stuff like that, but if you guys want a pair of pliers that are compact, extremely durable, and can handle pretty much anything you throw at it, I highly recommend you go down and see your local Snap-on dealer and get yourself a pair of these little pliers. These things are literally like bionic fingers. They are phenomenal, and they take up very little space, if any of it all. Also in here, I keep a spare sharpening implement. Gloves off here so I can get some of the other stuff. I also keep in here some steel wool. Steel wool you can use for cleaning your tools or starting fire. I also have lamp wick, which all you have to do is burn the end of it. And as I showed in my day of fire video, you just hit the end of that with a spark, put that in your bundle, blow it to life, and away you go. I also keep a bag of char cloth in here. Some more lamp wick. And then I have various other things. I have replacement strikers and O-rings for my match thing, and I have spare tools for my multi-tool in here. Tweezers, which you can use part of that for your first aid as well as other things. You get a splinter or something, that'll help. And course, trusty old can opener. Also keep a pair of fingernail clippers in here. And I think that's about it for that. Up some more steel wool here in the back. And I think that's about it. I usually keep a Fresnel lens in here, but I think I gave it away, so I'll have to get another one in there. Anyway, so that's the fire kit. Let's set this stuff over here. The next thing in here is my Pathfinder 40-ounce canteen cup, or cook pot rather. This is part of the Woodsman Pantry series. I have the whole thing. I keep this one specifically in my haversack because this is part of what I like about this bag and this whole setup, is that this thing carries my food. So I got the 40-ounce cup there, and then I have 5 containers, each of them with something different that allows me to eat for up to 6 or 7 days without any issues. One of these and some of these I'm going to be switching around. The first one here has got quinoa in it. Anybody who knows anything about this knows that it takes virtually little to none to make enough to feed somebody, especially for a day. The next one is powdered eggs. Got my little dehydrator thing in there to keep moisture out. Next one is flaxseed meal. Next one is almond flour. Now I've done some short videos and stuff just on my Facebook a while back about this stuff. Basically what you come up with, and hemp hearts. Now these are all good healthy fats, except for the quinoa, of course that's going to be your carbohydrate. These all make a really cool, which originally is a 60-second microwave bread. But if you put them together out in, say, at camp, a little water in there, you actually come up with a chunk of bread about yay so big around and about yay so thick, and I can make several of those out of those containers. So that is food for several days right there. The pot to cook stuff in and boil water if I need to. Of course, as always, cordage, more cotton material for char cloth, more cotton material, as well as a tool for helping towards tool maintenance, sharpening my axe, my knife, something like that in an emergency, file off some wood if necessary. Utensils. And here is this cool little lamp thing that was given to me. You just stick that to something, flip the switch over, instant light. Great little tool that was given to me. And of course, more cordage. So I got a hefty hank of paracord and a pretty good chunk of bank line right there. Piece of leather. I always keep this piece of leather with me for several reasons. Mostly because I like to start my fires on this and then transfer to my tinder bundle. The other reason for this is that if it's rainy and wet outside, damp, this helps protect your initial bundle and your embers and all that before you put them into your fire. I also like to put this down if I need to protect my knee if I'm kneeling on something, so if the ground is wet, I don't get wet. Little folding shovel. Do a lot with that, especially for taking care of business. Baking powder to go along with my cook stuff. A little straw, which I can use as a bellows or to take water out. start getting into the pouches here. On the one side, shelter element. Got a little stay out long mylar blanket, 5x7. Navigation. My compass here. I use this thing quite a bit, and it works really well. It comes with all the cards, shows you all the neat tricks you can do with the compass. We'll get into that kind of stuff later on. Next pouch, emergency flares. Now, you can use these for signaling, but the main reason that I keep these is that in a real serious survival situation, say you fall through the ice, you're soaking wet, whatever, you're starting to become hypothermic, your hands aren't reacting the way they should, all you have to do is light this thing and throw it into a pile of wood. These things burn for 5 minutes at 2,500 degrees. You will get fire one way or the other with that thing. My cool little wild cherry lightsaber tin. This is for doing char cloth, as well as I keep plenty of natural tinders in here. I've got old man's beard, birch bark, that kind of stuff. Next side, cover element number 2. This is one of the stay out long bivvies. So not only do I have something that I can put over me, but I have something that I can crawl into as well. Inside my kit is one of the little survival kits that I have been making. We'll go over that at some point in time. And a salve. I always keep a salve in here simply because even if it's really cold outside, you can put this on your lips and your cheeks and your nose. It'll help protect you from the cold. But you can also, this is good for chapped lips, bug bites, burns, all that kind of stuff. I make that stuff myself. I believe it's got yarrow, plantain, willow, and something else in there, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. And then in the final pouch, I have my schmog, which there's a ton of uses for that. Carrying stuff, more charred material, first aid again, all that good stuff. And then I have my little fish mouth spreader, which you can use to hang your cup over the fire or for fish. So there's that. The only thing that I don't currently have in here at the moment, and that's because I'm using it for something else, is I always keep my silky saw in here. Oh, which I do have in here, as a matter of fact. Never mind. I always keep a folding saw in here. These things are absolutely phenomenal for limbing stuff, getting firewood ready, stripping bark off of stuff. And the other thing that I learned about these, and I'll demonstrate that again at some time, is these make phenomenal flint and steel strikers. Absolutely phenomenal flint and steel strikers. So anyway, that's about it for the bag. We'll kind of zoom in really close on all this here in just a second. But this in conjunction with what I always keep on me, my pouch, my knives, lighters, and so on and so forth, in virtually any kind of situation will get me by for several days. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. If you have any questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to put them down in the comments. I do have a main pack that we'll go over at some point in time, and some of the stuff that I always carry on me. And yeah, so anyway, Sean Antel, Two Brothers Bushcraft, thanks for joining me this afternoon, and Happy New Year, and hope you all had great holidays.